When you are a very small group of people who control a tremendous amount of population, armies and weapons really are not enough because you can just be overwhelmed by the population.
Right.
The most brilliant thing that you can do to maintain control is to create a fear in the world and mind control and programming so that people follow along in a certain way and there's no deviation from policy and procedure. And so in 1970, the government opened up underground the Montauk base. Now, the base had been there since the late 1700s. George Washington was actually the first person to commission building the Montauk Lighthouse at the very end of Montauk Point on Long Island.
Long Island, sure.
Because in those days, of course, there was a fear that the British would invade North America, and so he created a small underground area where they could store supplies and weapons in case Long Island was cut off from the mainland of the United States.
Which was a brilliant idea.
Yes, as it really truly was. And then over the years, decades and even centuries, it was added to become a very, very large underground area, so that by World War II, it was actually able to hold underground or undersea submarine pens. And interestingly, during World War II, the people or the population at Montauk, which was very small at the time, because it's a resort area, people are basically only there year-round who live there. It's a very small population. They would notice German U-boats coming in from the Atlantic, submerging, heading towards the point, and then not reemerging until days later, but they were never stopped by any U.S. military. And it's also interesting to note that the only location in North America where the Germans actually made landhead was in Amagansett during World War II, where the German submarine actually let some spies off. They came to the east end of Long Island and made their way into New York City.
And literally partied with people and enjoyed themselves and then went back, right?